What I've learned from a Buddhist monk that is a game changer for your personal life, but more importantly, for your business life. Hey, gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo, and I want to wish you Merry Christmas in 2017. Um, this is the year it is. And what I want to share with you on Christmas Day is that what I've learned from a Buddhist monk that's going to be a game changer in your business, okay? Now, what he was talking about and what I've learned from that there's a difference between consciousness and awareness. Okay, there's two different. Um, the way he kind of explained it, or the way I'm going to explain it to you guys, is that try to imagine that consciousness is a bunch of blocks. Okay, and each block is a data of worth the different information. Okay, or imagine it being one of those gambling tables that spins and the ball lands. It's black and red and all these different the two colors and it turns. So consciousness is blocks of different types of data. Now, what kind of data can they be? They can be joy, they can be happiness, they can be pain, they could be suffering, they could be all kinds of uh, having insecurities and all these things, right? Like each one is a different one. And awareness is that ball that turns in that rule. I think it's called roulette. Maybe I might be wrong. That roulette table and the consciousness, the awareness is the ball that sticks on that one cubicle square, which in this case might be sadness, or the next one is having faith, and then this one is having courage, and the next one might be a negative emotion or a weaker emotion. Okay, so what he was saying is that, um, for example, can you imagine, you know, the day that you were the most happiest? Okay, now can you imagine the day that you've lost someone that you really loved? Okay, and notice how your conscious, you know, you have all this consciousness, but your awareness changes by shifting. If you shift about the most happiest time, maybe it's the first time you kissed a girl, or maybe the very first time you were able to win a medal, or the very first time you were able to do something greatness, right? And then compared to when I asked a question about someone you dearly love, your grandparents, or someone, your friend or wife or whatever, right? And see how you had all this consciousness throughout. You had this idea and this idea and this idea and this idea all throughout. And that's your consciousness. I mean, that's your aware consciousness, and your awareness is me spotlighting which cubicle of data to go to. So what does that mean in business? A lot of times we want to do and be our dreams. We don't want to be paying bills, right? We want to do what the creator allowed us to do, which is hang out with our family and contribute to society, and but we don't want to be in the rat race, okay? And when we want to strive off, everyone and their mama is going to tell us not to do that, plus our own mind, okay? Every time I want to climb a mountain, okay, I go through a cycle, like I was telling Soraya, of different emotions that I go through, okay? If I, the first time I bought a house, okay, I never owned the house. My parents didn't, you know, they didn't even speak English and stuff like that. So I lived in an apartment, but my very first deal, I was going to a home seller that was distressed, that were going through divorce, and I was acting like I knew what I was doing, and I had enough confidence to go in there. And the way I did that is through a lot of pain, and there was like a cycle of stuff I went through. First, I had the goal and the dream that, hey, I want to become a real estate investor. Then I had all the pain, like, well, I don't know what to say to a seller, and I don't know how to script it. I don't know how to give the repair estimates, and I don't have a contract, and I don't know all this stuff, right? Then I had all the fears, and then I had depression, like, man, I want to be my dreams, and this is so hard. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to start. And then my consciousness changed, my awareness changed from I had to go through all these cycles from being the dark into positive stuff. When I had to reflect back into, hey, when I won these awards, or when I started my business with $100, and reflecting other positive stuff in my life, till it cycled around to I actually did the deal. So every time you want to climb a mountain, or when I climb every mountain, I go through the exact cycle. And that's what it is. Because, you know, what swings this way has to swing that way. You can't have happiness without darkness. You can't have darkness without light, etc. So what the Buddhist monk basically helped me realize was that there is consciousness and there's awareness. And as an entrepreneur, if you're chasing your dreams and you don't feel like you can do it, is because your awareness is on that one specific cubicle. You're lax. Why you can't do this? Why you can't do this? Why you don't have this? Why you can't? All this stuff that doesn't work. All you have to do is change your awareness to the next cubicle or to the next data field that is happiness or joy or powerfulness from you, and you can shift it yourself just like that. Okay, so when I'm working on creating the virtual assistant book, I went through all these emotions. I went through, wanting to dream, to write a book, to, the depression that it came, to the emotional crying that it came, all the way down to, when I thought about all the times I won, to all the way down to taking action and the hard work. And I had to go through the whole cycle. When I started my moving company, same thing. My brokerage firm, same thing. When I sold my first book on Amazon, tried to get on the first page, the same thing happened, guys. So it's totally normal. Okay, so just know that you're gonna have to go through cycles of different awarenesses in your conscious. But here's the thing I didn't realize. So I talked to the Buddhist monk is I am in control of where my awareness is. Before I was just letting the cycle go through, right? But now I'm realizing that hey, if I feel down, I have to just change my awareness in my consciousness to something that's positive. Okay? If it's other ways I in the past. So it gives me more belief in myself or other great accomplishments done or other joys that I have in life, so I don't have that fear. And so what I want to tell you is that when you're chasing your dreams, you're going to have the cycle of emotion bags from darkness to light. Okay, and you're going to have many periods where you don't believe in yourself and no one's going to believe in you. No one, dude. Maybe you're lucky and your family and friends will encourage you. I hope so. But in my situations and other people I met, people don't even believe in them, right? And they're risking it all. So just when you feel so dark, you just got to change your consciousness to a awareness to a different level of consciousness. Okay, try to imagine like consciousness is a drawer. Okay, you have drawer number one, drawer number two, drawer number three, drawer number four, drawer number five. Okay, and your awareness, drawer number one, drawer number two, and in each drawer there's different types of emotions and different types of ups and downs, and your your awareness on which drawer to focus on will deliver a set of emotions that's going to produce a set of outcomes. And if you want to be a champ, you got to change your awareness to positive consciousness so you can get where you're trying to go in life, guys. Happy holidays. Don't take no for an answer. One other thing, guys. If you guys want to set up automation funnels, you got to check out the alchemy stones. I've only got 5 more spots or six more spots available. Okay. Relax. Sorry. Sorry, guys. We only got 6 more spots available. Once the price is sold, guys, it's never going to be offered at this exact price that I'm giving you guys. I highly recommend it. I put in there. There's going to be 2 days of us working one-on-one. We create all the funnels you need. It's kind of like a franchise in a box, guys. That's why bankers are willing to lend out to franchise because they have proven systems. I'm going to give you my proven systems. I'm not just going to give it to you in a book. I'm going to sit over your shoulder and we're going to set up the whole system. Traffic, sales, closing, follow up, the whole funnel is all in automation for you so you can spend time with your family and not work for the man if that's what you do. And if you don't work for the man, you have your own company, I take my hats off of you, and you probably want to take your business to the next level by doing deals constantly. And that's what the system does. It'll generate you more leads, more people interested in your services, and it'll convey them to you, giving you an opportunity to talk to you versus someone else. If some of you guys are generating leads and you keep calling them, and they never call you back, well, you're chasing them. Why don't you use automation, the alchemy stones, and let them to call you, and you do all the follow-up in automation, dude. And right now, this class goes for $9,000. I'm having a promotion for, just look around on the link below to get this in this class. Merry Christmas, and 2018 is going to be the best year. Don't take no for an answer. And remember, consciousness and awareness are two different things, and they're separated. So if you're ever feeling down and you want to change over to feeling good, all you got to do is change your awareness to positive moments or positive times you had that were happier or better or lighter than where you are right now, guys. And if you're chasing your dreams, all you got to do is change your consciousness to where you want to go so you can be your dreams. Don't take no for an answer. Merry Christmas. See you, gang.